Oh, by the way, they just reminded me during the break, I never plug, or at least most of the time I don't, that things like toothpaste or vitamins, minerals, supplements, nutraceuticals is the type of thing you want to sign up for auto ship for, because then you get an additional 10% off. You can sign up every 15 days, every month, every 2 months, 3 months, every 6 months, every year, and get that 10% off. And something like Super Blue non-fluoride toothpaste with iodine, nano silver, peppermint oil, and tea tree oil now back in, a bestseller made right here in America. Then you just get it every month or so when you need it in the mail, and it funds the operation, helps your teeth, helps the country, helps you be healthier. It's amazing. So thank you all for your support. And please support our local affiliates and their local sponsors as well. Okay, coming up, we've got one of Putin's admitted top advisors. So we're going to be talking to him about the state of the world and what's happening. He speaks English. I don't speak Russian. They had to translate when I've been on their national TV show, so that's coming up. And then we also have Professor Daryl Hamamoto, who's out at UC Davis, who's been warning, and he's what you call a real liberal. I mean, he's not anti-gay, he's not anti-woman, he's none of that. He says there's just this weird race cult. He was on a couple of years ago saying, watch, they're totally racist. And they're led by white women and mainly Latino women. That's what he's saying, by the foundations putting them in charge to totally teach the downfall of society. So, and I was hearing him going, man, is he being a little extreme? But let me tell you, you go to these rallies and they're just screaming, you're a white male, shut up, you need to die. And then the men walk behind the women, and it's a cult, man. If I went to an event and all the men walked behind the women, I'd be freaked out. It's just crazy. The only time I'm walking in front of a woman is to get the door for them or get their bags. But look at this report by Paul Joseph Watson, INFOWARS.com. Starbucks in Saudi Arabia refuses to serve women. No entry for ladies, only send your driver to order, because women can't drive either. The Starbucks coffee shop in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, recently refused to serve women, a claim that the corporate giant was swiftly forced to deny. Oh, yeah, because Saudi Arabia doesn't ever restrict women. A Twitter user by the name of Manir N posted an image of a message posted outside the Starbucks, which read, please, no entry for ladies, only send your driver to order, thank you. Starbucks in Riyadh refused to serve me just because I'm a woman and asked me to send a man instead. Oh, of course. No, again, another conspiracy theory. It's well known that a lot of shops, a lot of businesses and things don't serve women. And look, it's one thing if you're a women's only shop or a men's only barbershop. Remember the men's barbershops getting sued? Because they're like, listen, we drink beer. There's Playboy magazines are laying around. I'm sorry. And then the women start threatening, okay, I'll cut your hair. And still they sue. It's one thing if you're a, it's like Curves is for women. Gary Haven started it. I'm not going to walk in and go, hey, I'm a woman. I get women wanting to be with women, men want to be with men, like a guy's club or whatever. A man cave. But we're talking about a Starbucks that says it's open to everybody. Well, that's okay, though, because the Saudi Arabians, that's just their culture. And, after all, Donald Trump's making up that there's Islamic terror. Or, no, I'm sorry. He's making it up that the media is covering it up, even though I have a mega massive stack of that I'll get into after our first guest leaves us. But here's just some of it. INFOWARS is behind President Trump's idea that the media is covering up terrorist attacks. Washington Post. And they show a clip of Paul Watson like it's discrediting of him when he's showing them covering up attacks. Journalist calls out White House claims over terror reporting. CNN. Second Swedish police officer blows the whistle on migrant crime cover-up. France, anti-Christian attacks rise 245% in the last year. Media won't identify once deported murderer who raped woman as illegal. Press in Sanctuary City runs cover-up for criminal who raped Austin woman in front of her child. Adon Salazar exposes that. Scandal. Mass media covers up terrorism to protect Islam. Whistleblower. Fed shut down terror investigation that could have prevented San Bernardino attack. Philip Haney. High-level anti-terror analyst. DHS. Obama blocking terrorist probes. White House intentionally ignoring surveillance. Hillary State Department blocked investigation to Orlando killer's mosque. It goes on and on and on and on. Everybody knows they've been covering it up. We'll be back. I'm Alex Jones. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to INFOWARS.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. INFOWARS Live. Available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You gonna sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you gonna be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action.